What's up everybody? It's your boy, back with another video. Today, we're switching gears. Instead of showing you the coolest places to visit, we're diving headfirst into the places you might want to avoid. That's right, we're talking about the most dangerous cities in the United States. I know, it's heavy stuff, but hey, someone's gotta do it, right? Look, the USA is an awesome place to travel, no doubt. But just like anywhere else in the world, there are good areas and, well, not so good areas. We're talking about the places where crime rates are through the roof, and the streets are a little less than friendly. So, buckle up, grab your snacks, and get ready for a wild ride as we count down the top 5 most dangerous places in the USA that tourists should avoid. And make sure you stick around till the end, because I'm gonna drop some serious travel tips that could save your bacon. You don't want to miss this. First up, we're heading to the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. Now, Detroit is a city with a heart of gold. It's got this gritty charm, a rich history steeped in the American automotive industry, and a music scene that birthed Motown legends like Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder. We're talking about the birthplace of techno music, for crying out loud. But let's not sugarcoat things. Detroit has been grappling with some serious issues for decades. Poverty, unemployment, and crime have plagued the city, leaving many of its neighborhoods struggling to stay afloat. And for tourists, that means you gotta be extra careful. We're talking about a city where, in 2022, there were over 600 violent crimes reported per 100,000 residents. That's more than double the national average. So yeah, it's not exactly Disneyland, but hey, that doesn't mean you should write off Detroit entirely. If you're set on visiting, make sure you do your research. Stick to the well-lit, tourist-friendly areas like downtown, midtown, and Corktown. These areas are generally safer and offer a taste of Detroit's vibrant culture and history. And while you're there, you gotta check out the Detroit Institute of Arts. It's home to some world-renowned masterpieces like Diego Rivera's Detroit Industry murals. It's a Detroit icon, and you won't be disappointed. And no trip to Detroit is complete without a visit to the Motown Museum. It's like stepping back in time to the golden age of soul music. You can practically hear the music echoing through the halls. Just remember, Detroit is a city of contrasts. It's got beauty, history, and culture, but it also has its share of challenges. So be smart, be aware, and stay safe. Next up, we're heading to the heartland of America, St. Louis, Missouri. Home to the iconic Gateway Arch, St. Louis is a city that embodies the spirit of westward expansion. It's got this cool mix of old-world charm and modern vibes with a killer food scene, toasted ravioli, anyone, and some seriously beautiful parks. But beneath its charming exterior, St. Louis has been wrestling with a dark side, a soaring crime rate that's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. We're talking about a city where, in some neighborhoods, you're more likely to bump into trouble than a decent cup of coffee. In 2022, St. Louis earned the unfortunate title of having the highest murder rate in the country, with a staggering 69 homicides per 100,000 residents. That's more than 6 times the national average. Yeah, those are some scary statistics. But hold on, before you cancel your trip, it's important to remember that crime isn't evenly distributed throughout the city. There are still plenty of safe and vibrant areas in St. Louis where you can enjoy yourself without constantly looking over your shoulder. Stick to the well-trodden tourist paths like the downtown area, Forest Park, it's like Central Park's cooler cousin, and the Central West End, known for its beautiful architecture and trendy boutiques. And of course, no trip to St. Louis is complete without a visit to the Gateway Arch. It's like the Eiffel Tower of the Midwest, and the views from the top are absolutely breathtaking. You can see the entire city sprawling out before you, and it's a sight you won't soon forget. Another must-visit is the St. Louis Zoo. It's one of the best zoos in the country, and it's completely free. You can spend an entire day there, wandering through different habitats and marveling at all the amazing animals. Alright, let's be real, California dreamin' isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Case in point, Oakland, California. Now, Oakland is a city brimming with diversity, creativity, and a whole lot of soul. It's got this cool, laid-back vibe that's hard to resist, with a thriving art scene, incredible food, tacos, anyone, and stunning views of the San Francisco Bay. But lurking beneath this vibrant facade is a harsh reality. Oakland has been grappling with a persistent crime problem that can't be ignored. We're talking about a city where property crime rates are significantly higher than the national average, and even violent crime can cast a shadow over your sunny California adventure. In 2022, Oakland reported over 1,200 property crimes per 100,000 residents, more than double the national average. And while violent crime has seen a slight decrease in recent years, it's still a major concern, particularly in certain neighborhoods. But hey, don't let the statistics scare you away completely. Oakland is a city of resilience, and there are still plenty of safe and enjoyable areas to explore. Stick to the well-populated tourist zones like Jack London Square, a bustling waterfront area with shops, restaurants, and beautiful views of the bay. Or head over to Lake Merritt, Oakland's crown jewel. It's a serene oasis in the middle of the city, perfect for a leisurely stroll, a picnic lunch, or even a paddleboat ride. And for a dose of culture, check out the Oakland Museum of California, which showcases the state's rich history, art, and natural sciences. Hold on to your blue suede shoes, folks, because we're heading down south to Memphis, Tennessee, the birthplace of blues and the home of rock and roll royalty, Elvis Presley. Memphis is a city that pulsates with musical history, from the legendary sounds of Beale Street to the soulful rhythms that echo through its streets. But even in this city where music reigns supreme, a harsh reality casts a shadow over its vibrant culture. Memphis has been grappling with a high crime rate for years, and it's not something you can simply ignore. We're talking about a city where both property and violent crime rates are significantly higher than the national average, making it essential for visitors to be extra cautious. In 2022, Memphis had a staggering property crime rate of over 4,000 incidents per 100,000 residents, more than double the national average. And while violent crime has seen a slight decline in recent years, it's still a major concern, particularly in certain areas. But hey, don't let the statistics dampen your Memphis mojo just yet. There are still plenty of safe and exhilarating experiences to be had in this legendary city. Stick to the well-lit and tourist-friendly areas like Beale Street, the heart and soul of Memphis music. Here you can catch live blues, rock and soul performances every night of the week. Soak up the electric atmosphere and maybe even grab a bite to eat at one of the many restaurants and bars. And no trip to Memphis is complete without a pilgrimage to Graceland, Elvis Presley's iconic mansion. Step back in time and experience the king's opulent lifestyle. Marvel at his collection of cars and memorabilia, and pay your respects at his final resting place. For a dose of history and culture, head over to the National Civil Rights Museum, built around the former Lorraine Motel, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. It's a powerful and moving experience that sheds light on the ongoing fight for equality and justice. Last but not least, we're sailing into Baltimore, Maryland, a city known for its historic charm, delicious seafood, crab cakes, anyone, and its iconic inner harbor. Baltimore is a city of contrasts, where cobblestone streets meet modern skyscrapers and history whispers from every corner. But even in this city of charm, a gritty truth lies beneath the surface. Baltimore has been wrestling with a high crime rate for years, and it's not something you can simply overlook. We're talking about a city where both property and violent crime rates are significantly higher than the national average, making it crucial for visitors to be aware of their surroundings and take precautions. In 2022, Baltimore had a property crime rate of over 3,500 incidents per 100,000 residents, more than double the national average. And while violent crime has seen some fluctuations in recent years, it's still a major concern, particularly in certain neighborhoods. But hey, don't let the statistics scare you away from experiencing Baltimore's unique charm. There are still plenty of safe and exciting attractions to explore in this historic city. Stick to the well-traveled tourist areas like the Inner Harbor, a bustling waterfront area with shops, restaurants, attractions, and beautiful views of the harbor. You can visit the National Aquarium, home to over 20,000 animals, explore the historic ships at the Baltimore Maritime Museum, or catch a game at Camden Yards, home of the Baltimore Orioles baseball team. For a taste of history, head over to Fort McHenry, a star-shaped fort that famously defended Baltimore Harbor from the British during the War of 1812. It was during this battle that Francis Scott Key penned the words to the Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States. So, there you have it, folks, the 5 most dangerous places in the USA that tourists might want to steer clear of. Remember, this isn't about judging these cities, it's about staying informed and prioritizing your safety when you travel. The USA is an incredible country with so much to offer, but like any destination, it's important to be aware of the potential risks and take precautions. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found this video helpful. and subscribe to the channel for more travel tips, guides, and adventures. And let me know in the comments below if you think any other cities should be added to this list, or if you have any personal experiences you'd like to share. Remember, knowledge is power, and by being informed, you can make smarter decisions and have a safer and more enjoyable travel experience. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and most importantly, stay safe out there.